family. My name is Vicky Diller for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up and share. Would you do that? It helps to send out notifications so that other folks will know that we're here. Family, listen, I have to tell you all that I am so very proud of the extraordinary leadership that I'm seeing amongst the Black or African diaspora throughout the world, particularly a lot of my beautiful Black sisters rising and leading the world in its proper place. Family, I have discussed many others and a few others in times past. And the latest one, I have to let you listen to this brief clip of Dr. Come on, somebody, Tulia Ackson. She is not only Tanzania's speaker, but she also serves as the president of the Interparliamentary Union, the IPU. So when you hear me say IPU, that's what I'm referring to. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. Beloved, watch this clip.
Listen to what she had to say.
You have already spoken. You were given a chance to speak here. Give me time to first address the Governing Council, respond to the issues that were raised. Then we go back to the agenda because the agenda is very long and we only have 1 hour from now. Please, can you hold on? Thank you. Because IPU stands for dialogue. IPU is talking about parliamentary diplomacy. And it is in that context that I did all that I did. And I thought I would be given a little credit for all the efforts that I've done, not to be crucified for things that I have not. You're asking here who mandated me, who mandated the former president who came from the 12 plus to visit Kiev, who mandated him? Please, I think we have to reach a point where I have explained myself several times to you 12 plus, to everybody else who cared to understand.
Woo! Did you hear her? Let me hit the gavel on that. For those of you that don't know, the Vicky Show is a home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. That means sometimes I clap my hands and other times I hit the gavel because I want you to know that your word is just as important as any other legislator or lawmaker or judge. Family, just to give you a little bit of background, this beautiful Dr. Tulia Ackson, during a heated debate recently, October 14th, right, of 2024. It was during their 149th IPU assembly. Now, as I'm reading here from this particular piece written by the Chanzo Reporter, it makes clear that the debate arose over, a visit that she made regarding the Ukrainian war, right? And meeting with Russia. It says that the assembly, which began on October 13th and expected to conclude October 17th in Geneva, Switzerland, commenced with her report on her activities as president, prompting a response, it said, from the delegates. Now, family, I watched quite a bit of footage from this reaction during this session that they had. Do you all know that Canada had the nerve to throw their 2 cents in? Lithuania had the nerve to try to jump in. Ukraine, with their disrespectful self, had the nerve to jump in. It was all these different Western powers that just acted a total fool. Are y'all hearing me today, wanting to know where she got her authority from? You heard a little bit of that in the clip. Family, I love the fact that she stopped them from constantly interrupting her. As you could see, they were asking her all these questions, but they kept trying to take the floor to prevent her from responding. And she made it very clear that you're going to have to wait. The Western European global body literally was sitting there trying to set up our beautiful sister. Are y'all hearing me today? And Zelensky's people in Ukraine, they were certainly acting a fool. And when she finally got to them to make an address, they kept talking about finally. This is in addition to other world leaders disrespecting her, Western world leaders disrespecting her, interrupting her, trying to retake the floor so that she couldn't actually give an answer. Are y'all hearing me? But she stayed on course, and you better believe she put everybody in their place. Now, this is very interesting because one of the things that she made clear is that, number one, she said, quote, colleagues, let's have trust. You have elected a president who's supposed to deliver to her mandate, and I think you're dealing with me unjustifiably, which is not fair to anybody. She says, quote, give me a chance to lead this institution according to the ideals that we stand for, not crucify me just because I come from a country where some of you may feel like we are still colonized in the mind. No, we are not. I got chills just reading that. I don't really need to add too much else to that. The Black and African diaspora rising up around the world to let everybody know, baby, we're not colonized anymore. We know that you all have been made the priority, but you're not the only ones. And in fact, I want to remind us that we as Black folks, African people, we're the original people. That means everybody came from us. We populated not only the continent of Africa, but the entire planet. And we have been gracious and willing and honored to share it with the rest of the planet. But it is clear that some have misled the planet and we're rising up. So it might be a good idea, civilly speaking, historically speaking, to honor your father and mothers. Somebody, I can't wait to hear what you have to say below in the comment section. My name is Vicky Diller for African Diaspora News Channel. Beloved, I teach spiritual principles in my monthly mastermind school. I'm shaping and raising up the new world leaders, and we're putting a specific emphasis on our spiritual power because that's what's going to give us our edge to rule the world. It doesn't matter what your spiritual background is. I teach based on universal spiritual principles that's applicable to every religion and every spiritual system. Go to my website at VickyPlanet.com. That's VICKI Planet.com, VickyPlanet.com. And of course, share the broadcast here. I can't wait to see you again.